Hey, what up, decisive marketers? Today we're going to be talking about Eariously, and this is very similar to another tool that I've reviewed before. It's called Audio Harvest. So Eariously works like Audio Harvest because what it does is that it automatically pulls in your blog post and convert that into a podcast using text to speech feature, right? So before I dive into Eariously, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you like to see more digital marketing and e-commerce content. Here we go. So here we are in Eariously. This is the dashboard right here. On top of just doing podcasting, you can also create text to speech voices and stuff like that in here, right? So over here I have already done one. Okay, so what you need to do is you create a podcast and oops, okay, so I might need to do something about this, but okay, so basically what you do, you create a podcast. You can upload your own logo in there, your podcast title, the feed, the description, your author name, your time zone, and so on, right? Fill in all this information, okay, and then you can also choose your audio output. You can have different voices as well, and I'll go to the voices very shortly. You can put in a intro and outro text as well, so that's very very nice. And then if you use explicit words, you can turn this on as well. And then whenever you have a new blog article that is published, you can have a notification email to yourself, and then have it converted into a podcast episode, and then you will then get your RSS feed right here. Okay, so then you will then be able to submit your podcast RSS feed to iTunes, Spotify, Google, and that's kind of how it works. And then automatically your new episodes will be published into these places, right? These platforms itself. Okay, so so what happens is once you we'll check out the voices first so that we don't have to come back to this. I would say that the voices, I mean the premium voices are pretty good. I kind of like them. um so, for example, the one that I use is called Davis. Let me just kind of play this.
Hi, I will be giving voiceover to your files or podcasts.
Right, that's pretty good, right? I would say. That's the premium voices. They do have some lower quality ones, although for some reason they kind of list everything as premium voices, because these voices mostly they come from like Microsoft, Amazon, or Google, so they are available in other text to speech tools out there as well. But the premium ones, they sound a little bit more realistic, right? So I like Davis, so that's the one I. But I'm gonna play a couple of female voices as well, so you can check that out.
Hi. I will be giving voiceover to your files or podcasts.
Hi. I will be giving voiceover to your files or podcasts.
Hi. I will be giving voiceover to your files or podcasts.
Hi. I will be giving voiceover to your files or podcasts.
Hi. I will be giving voiceover to your files or podcasts.
Right, I think that the one with Cora is kind of pretty realistic. So let's check out a few more so we can find some nice female voices, right?
Hi. I will be giving voiceover to your files or podcasts.
Now let's try Susan.
With cloud machine learning, your application
Okay, so that's not
interprets
very good.
images.
With cloud machine learning, your application interprets.
So I guess as we move down a little bit, it's not very realistic.
Hi. My name is Ivy. I will
Hi. My Hi. Hi.
Hi. My name is Sally.
So I guess that's all for the ladies. So there aren't too many good voices, I would say, for female voices.
Hi. I will be giving voiceover to your files or podcasts.
Hi. I will be giving voiceover to your files or podcasts. Hi. I will be giving voiceover to your files.
Okay, I think this one is Jenny. I think that's pretty good.
Hi. I will be giving voiceover.
Right, so that's not the good one already. So anyway, we checked out some of the voices. Some of the premium ones are good, but somehow they tagged everything as premium voices. I know some of them aren't actually female voices, as in like premium voices. Okay, so once you're done, you can then go. So once you put in your RSS feed for your blog, it is then going to pull in all your blog posts. So this website that I have, it actually has two blog posts right now. So there's two. I have published one of them. So what happens is when you click on publish episode, it's going to convert the entire blog post into an audio so that you can actually listen to it, right? So this one right here, it's about 5 minutes long, right? And then you can see the content as well, right? So then you have this entire content right here. Okay, so if you want to, you can edit it before you convert the audio, right? You can edit the content before you have it as an audio, and then you can go into the um to the blog page itself right here. Okay, so of course the next thing is that you can upload some voices in there. So create audio using an editor. Let's check this out. Continue. Okay, so what happens is that you can put in your own content. It's going to convert into an audio for you. So that's what this one does. And then you can put in a link and it generates an audio as well. Okay, so you can put in an article. It's going to pull out the content and also upload. So you can upload a txt doc or docx file and generate an audio as well. And you can also change the pronunciation, right? So certain words you can change it to a certain sound, right? Certain pronunciation. So pretty much I think that's about it. So settings wise, you can set the default voice for the files, for the podcast, and what kind of audio format do you want, like MP3 or WAV file, and also the sample rate, right? So you can have up to 48K, right? So pretty much I guess that's all I would have to share about Eariously right here. So I think, wait, just give me a moment. Oops, something weird is going on. Um, okay, so anyway, I think there's some issue with with my OBS right here. So I will just try and end off right here. So I guess that's all I have to share about Eariously, right? So if you enjoyed this video, do give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think about Eariously in the comments below. Lastly, if you know anyone who could benefit from Eariously, right, automatically having the pulling in the RSS feed from your blog and converting that into an audio, into a podcast, right? So if you like that, then Eariously is going to be very beneficial for you. So I guess that's all I have to share. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.